So this is embarrassing. The head of the FBI, Kash Patel, 45 years of age, was spotted not just at the rink when Team USA took on Canada, but he found himself in the locker room celebrating with the squad like he just led the team in time on ice and blocked 20 shots. It is unbecoming of a man who reached the heights of youth hockey coach and beer league player to then down bruise with a team he never played nor coached. If the Drake Kentucky meme were to ever be revived, this is absolutely it. The humiliation from that locker room would only continue when Patel got the President of the United States on the phone.
Watch 1 minute. 1 minute. And by the way, your goalie played not bad.
Howie, say hi. Howie, say hi to him.
How you doing, Don?
I have seen hockey goalies have slightly worse games than you. It was unbelievable, and you were all unbelievable. And that team is pretty good you played. I don't know if it's not going to begin anytime soon, right? And, you know, I tell you what, I just told my people 2 minutes ago, I didn't know they'd be calling. I said, we're giving the State of the Union speech on Tuesday night. I could send a military plane or something, but if you would like to, it's the coolest night, it's the biggest.
We're in.
Yeah,
Can you pick us up in Miami on Tuesday morning?
Yeah, Tuesday morning. Close the northern border.
Let's pause right here. Close the northern border was uttered. It sounded like it came from Brady Tkachuk, a Trump guy who plays for, get this, the Ottawa freaking Senators. Continuing.
We'll get cash and we'll get the military to get you guys over.
Okay, I'm gonna let's go.
Boys are going to the State of the Union.
The nice thing about being president is I can tell you, you don't have to worry about the weather or landing. So we don't care if it's snowing, if it's the worst blizzard, we'll be sailing through that sugar just like you did on the ice.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Now we'll do it at the White House anytime. What would really be cool, and we'll do the White House the next day, we'll just have some fun. We have medals for you guys. And we have to, I must tell you, we're going to have to bring the women's team. You do know that. I do believe I probably would be impeached, okay?
This is just gross. Plain and simple. Why are they laughing? Why is Trump saying he has to invite the women's team like it's an awful thing?
But anyway, if you could work that out, I would be honored to have you. I'll introduce you to the whole...
I got it, boss. I got it.
Okay, you got it, Cash.
I'm on
Cash
it.
is doing it. I'm happy.
I'm on it.
Congratulations. That was an unbelievable game. I don't know if one person that wasn't... Everybody that called me said, I'm watching the hockey game. You know? I don't know if anybody that wasn't. And you're going to be proud of that game for 50 years as you grow older. I mean, it was amazing. So we love you guys. Congratulations. And I hope to see you, Cash, Tuesday night. And I want to shake hands. I'm going to shake hands with everybody. But I got to shake hands with that goalie.
Tuesday night. We'll see you Tuesday night, Mr. President.
See you Tuesday night.
I'm driving the bus, boss. We're bringing the whole bus.
So many takeaways. The first is Patel is such a tryhard to come off as cool. It reeks. The second is Jack and Quinn Hughes were in that locker room when Trump took a dig at women's hockey when this is their mom, Ellen Weinberg Hughes. Per Women's Health Mag, she works as a player development consultant for the United States women's hockey team. They beat Canada like the men did in the gold medal game. They'd add a former college hockey star. Weinberg Hughes played a stint on Team USA herself, recording 5 assists in the 1992 Women's World Championship. Their dad, Jim, is also a former player and also a longtime coach, working in the AHL for years before becoming the director of player development for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He now works at CAA Hockey. Nice gig.
Our team participated in its annual Pride Night in December, but this season, a bunch of players and some entire NHL teams have declined to participate. Are you surprised to see this kind of change?
The team I played for, the Devils, we really support that, and we're really welcoming organization. So I think a bunch of the guys in our team we're looking forward to that, and then obviously with how we grew up, my family really supports that too. So I can't speak for other teams, but I know in New Jersey, that was a night that I think everyone on our team was really welcoming, and they know it's really important. So there wasn't even a thought about not doing it for us.
While Jack Hughes says stuff like this, his actions speak otherwise. Not only does he repost videos of Patel pretending to play for the team, but he recently followed Emily Austin.
Y'all on the internet coming for Kash Patel saying he's day 5 and we haven't gotten the Epstein files. Well, I'm here outside the West Wing, and look at what we got today. The Epstein files, baby. Let's make America safe again.
A propagandist for authoritarians. That was certainly a choice by Hughes. For Patel,
And I'm not saying take all their funding. I'm not the defund everything guy. I'm just saying Chris Wray doesn't need a government-funded G5 jet to go to vacation. Maybe we ground that plane. $15,000 every time it takes off. Just a thought.
This quote is hilarious to look back on.
And the resources of the FBI, which are funded by the American taxpayer dollars, in the 7 minutes that you and I have been talking about, 2 people have died from fentanyl overdoses, 1 person has been shot to death in this country, and 3 people have been raped. The resources of the FBI will go to that mission set and that mission set alone, because America deserves a better brand of justice, and I'm going to give it to him.
As is this one, because he wasn't doing any of the sort. He was getting wasted.
They should have known that by partying with Kash Patel in the locker room like that is sending a political message, whether they knew it at the time or not. They now don't represent the USA. They represent MAGA. They're siding with ICE. They're siding with corruption. They're siding with pedos. Donald Trump. It's not the energy that you need. The entire United States cheering you on, investing hours into watching your game, and you win. And everybody's so happy for the team and for the country. And then you make it political. The second you saw Kash walk in that locker room, you should have walked out. You made your moment political. Nobody's going to remember that game. They're going to remember you jumping up and down with Kash Patel.
Ben Williamson, the assistant director for public affairs at the FBI under Patel, wrote, "This is the 4th public official event since Patel's arrival in Italy. And for those wondering, I've yet to receive any follow-up from CBS or MS Now, who purposefully misled people to think Kash was flying to Italy to hang out at the Olympics." That came on February 21st. When Ken Delanian of NBC would then ask, "Will he be at the hockey game tomorrow?" Williamson barked back, "Your rag outlet wrote that he went to hang out at the Olympics on the taxpayer dime. Even when provided info that your theory was false, when you're ready to correct that, let me know. Won't hold my breath." Many replied with the reality of the situation. Lying brazenly is what this administration does best. Just as Kash Patel used the FBI jet to go see his girlfriend sing the anthem at Penn State, he flew to Milan to hang out with Team USA Hockey. When you're ready to correct, let us know, but we won't hold our breath. Kyle Seraphin, who exposed Patel's private jet usage, typed, "Ben Williamson, FBI AD of Public Affairs, is a flat-out liar. FBI Director Kash Patel went to Italy to hang out at the Olympics, and he accidentally got caught on Dylan Larkin's live stream from Team USA's locker room. His meetings with law enforcement were just a cover. This was all, of course, on the taxpayer's dime. Here's Patel going to the Olympics using government planes. Luke Thomas despised it. Career FBI agents were purged for January 6 work or watchdog assignments. Others were pulled off genuine crime and even human trafficking cases to help with immigration enforcement." Now this from the director. "This administration is staffed by fame-hungry influencers who imperil our safety." It does seem like there are so many angles to cover here. The misogyny runs rampant. Not only within Donald Trump, the Trump administration, the policies they put forth, the people that they even put out there. I mean, we have seen pastors with Pete Hegseth and others that are basically saying women are second-class citizens. The Harrison Butkers of the world, who basically are saying that they want women to stay in the kitchen and be homemakers. I mean, it runs rampant. Absolutely rampant. Plus, through multiple investigations, not only with the conviction of conviction in the E. Jean Carroll case, but also that he has reportedly sexually abused over 20 women. We already know about this, so the language is almost par for the course. Doesn't mean we accept it, doesn't mean we gloss over it, just means it's par for the course. It's what he does. On top of this, I really want to hear from the, well, we don't like politics and sports crowd, because I will guarantee The same people that ripped Hunter Hess and Amber Glenn and Michaela Schifrin and many others are now going to approve of this, which goes to show you that it was always a farce. Always. And the last thing that just came to my attention, FBI Director Patel would tweet when the NHL approved its labor force, its players, to participate in the Olympics. He said that he is going to be out there. That was almost a year ago. It was a pre-planned trip. My personal opinion, what I believe happened is Patel can't help himself. He loves wasting taxpayer dollars, whether it is to go to UFC events to sit next to Mel Gibson, another choice, whether it is to go to hockey games and sit next to Wayne Gretzky and be in the box, whether it is to go see his country singer and right-wing activist girlfriend sing the national anthem. He loves wasting our tax dollars. Personally, what I think he did, he planned all of these meetings ahead of time to put up a front and make it seem like he was going to these meetings. And you know what? Maybe he did. Maybe he was there for 15 minutes. Maybe he was there for 40 minutes. I am telling you, it is not coincidental that a dude who is passionate about one sport and one sport only, because he still plays in a beer league, as Pablo Toure found out and put out to us, that he would do this intentionally. And one of those meetings, by the way, was with the ambassador to Italy. You know who the ambassador to Italy is? A Fertitta. Yeah. Like the Fertittas that own the UFC and own multiple businesses. It's not coincidental. It's just the truth. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.